What's going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another video here, and we have to talk about Dogecoin again because look what we're doing here with Doge. We're continuing to go up here. So yes, we are continuing to set these positive trend lines here with Doge, and we're continuing to rise, which is actually really good because that means that we're going to continue to go up here. And what we really want to be looking at is the news that we have coming up with Doge, which is the Saturday Night Live with the Doge father. Yes, Elon Musk, the Doge father, because you see what him tweeting once did to Doge. This is exactly what one Elon Musk tweet can do to Doge. And mind you, yesterday the Ellen show also had Mark Cuban on, so they actually talked about that yesterday on the Ellen show. So that did some of this as well, but it was a mixture of everything. And then when people sell off, there's still a lot of optimistic people about Doge, so they will invest right there, and then it'll continue to shoot up and then sell out there. And that's why we're seeing us going right back up, because we still have people buying in more on Doge, and then we still have the whales probably wanting to buy in more positions at a lower price. So that is where we are at right now with Doge. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but that is really where we are right now with the short-term chart. But if we want to go ahead and look at a more longer chart, things definitely look a lot different here. So yeah, you can't really speculate what we're going to have out of growth out of looking at this, just because everything is so volatile and in such sporadic movements that you don't know where it's going to go. So like, I could have said that we were going up on a trend line here, which we were, but what I would say off of this trend line, this is a huge jump right here. This is a really big jump. So looking at it off of this trend line, we should really be like right around here at this time. So as we move on throughout the time, we will probably end up consolidating around tonight, maybe around 30 cents if we go down. But who knows, maybe we continue to go up. But actually, just looking at this trend line here, I just feel like this is so much growth that maybe we might just end up dropping down and maybe ending the day around here, or maybe around here. It could be anywhere really, either one of these two. But yeah, this is just what I'm looking at here. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but I am holding my Doge, so you can do what you want to do. And yeah, I'm holding Doge until the moon right now, because I know we are about to go up with this news and so much more with Doge right now. We just have so much good news with crypto in general. But let's go over here and look at this. We are at $40 billion in market cap. Let me say that again. $40 billion in market cap. We are back at $40 billion in market cap. $15.1 billion 24-hour trading volume. That is huge right there. To have a $40 billion market cap and 15.1 billion of that was traded within the last 24 hours. So Doge is exchanging hands. People are really using Doge as payment. So this is why this is the people's currency. This is what Elon Musk was talking about. This is what he was talking about. He knew this would happen. He knew that Doge was going to continue to rise because it is the people's currency, the closest thing to the US dollar that's also not as, bad as the US dollar as we can say. We printed so much US dollar into the economy last year, and we're doing more this year. So this is what we need to think about. We need to think about how much the US dollar is going down and how much Doge is going up. This is what we need to think about, because this is why we are investing. We are investing so our money doesn't stay stagnant and lose value. So this is what we are doing here. And as you can see, we are not losing value here on Doge. We are at 31 cents, but we're trying to break that line right there. But honestly, 30 cents seems like the more plausible resistance, I guess. But honestly, we can continue to rise here. It's just, at this point, it's whatever the media wants for Doge. As we know, Twitter is a huge catalyst for Doge. Let's go over here and look at Twitter, because this is one of our biggest rockets that are sending us to the moon. Everything Twitter, everything Doge. Let's look up Dogecoin. Dogecoin or the Doge father, either one. Dogecoin or the Doge father. Funny Mike, if you don't own Dogecoin by now, better cop some before May 8th. That is the truth right there. Funny Mike is with Dogecoin. Yes, a real estate agent, a YouTuber, 6 million subs. Yep, we have big people here with Doge. Doge is no force to be reckoned with. This is exactly what we need with Doge here. We need all of the people of Doge, the Doge community, to really just come together and support each other. We really just need the Doge community to be supportive and actually hold. Now we need to hold this line. So we need to hold the line so we can go to the moon. We need to hodl everything. But yeah, I'm holding my Doge now. I was doing a little bit of day trading here and there just because I got a little bored with it. I was watching the chart and then I just got a little bored with it, and I continued to day trade a little bit, but I made a little bit of money there. But honestly, the real money to be made is holding for the long term. That's exactly what I'm doing. And if you want to, is exactly what you can do as well. But remember, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I had to say that. I had to get it out there. But yeah, we're going up here with Doge. Like, I know you see all of these big names with Doge. Dogecoin has so many different people that are so big with it right now. Like, we can continue to grow here with Doge. We have so much money flowing through Doge, which is the main thing that we need to be looking at here. Look at this, Doge to the moon. There it is, slow load time, but it's going to the moon. Look at that. Yes, Doge is going to the moon, everybody. This is no joke. I know people try to act like Doge is a joke, and this may look like a joke to you, but this is no joke. This is Doge, and Doge is coming for the taking. Yes, Doge to $1. The Doge father will bring it there. Yes, the Doge father. Let's look at this. I want to. Oh, okay. Yep, Doge father. I am becoming destroyer of sorts. Yes, that is the Doge father's exact words. But yeah, this is definitely going to be trending for a while. I want to see if where we are on this trending page. I don't think Doge father is still on the top trending page for Twitter. It was earlier though, which was really cool to see. Really cool to wake up and then see my money up as well as Dogecoin. So that is really good news there that we are continuing to rise here with Dogecoin. I want to look at the latest Dogecoin news, or actually just for the top people. I just want to see the top Dogecoin news so we know what is Blockfolio. Look here, Dogecoin supply and a dollar supply. Which one was the meme again? Yeah, look at this, Dogecoin supply versus the dollar supply. Which one is the meme? So yeah, this is, oh man, yeah, look at all of that was printed. So yeah, this is facts right here. This is Dogecoin's current supply, and obviously when it was first created, it had to have a lot of supply so then it could become something great. So they had to just, print a bunch of Dogecoin so it could be used at a mass scale, and they did it as a joke obviously, so they had to print a lot. But now they have made it steady, 5 billion every year after the initial year, which was their release year. So it had to be their breakout year, the release year. They dropped this year, so they had to do all this growth. And then, as you can see, $5 billion every single year went into Doge, and as we are now. And which one is the joke? Only $5 billion can be made of Doge, but how many US dollars can we make? We made we look at all of this. Look at that, billions of dollars right there. 4,000. Not saying that we didn't need this and that people didn't need the money, but look at this, $4,000, 6,000, 8,000, all within 1 year. We printed way more than what Doge printed when it came out. Like, look at this. This is huge right here, billions right there. And then as you can see, Doge over here with billions. But that's just what we have here today. So that is a really cool post by BlockFi. I'm definitely gonna repost that, retweet it. But yeah, that Blockfolio, but yeah, that is definitely a good representation of Dogecoin. Getting my words mixed up here. But yeah, that is definitely a good representation of Dogecoin there. I would definitely say that Dogecoin is a better investment than the US dollar. Let's say for people that like to trade Forex, I would say I would rather trade a Dogecoin than Forex. But I'm not hating on the Forex people out there. Some of those people actually do make money. But yeah, the US dollar is definitely going to lose some value after looking at that, just thinking about what we did in 1 year. Like, look at all of that growth. Like, we've never had that much growth ever, and it all came in 1 year. So don't be surprised if we start looking like other countries where Coca-Cola is like $100. That could be what we end up doing here with the US. But that is actually crazy to look at there. But I hope it doesn't come to something that serious. That would be huge, and that would be terrible inflation, like how it's happening inside Venezuela and other places like that. But yeah, Dogecoin is continuing to rise here. We still have a lot of good people in here. David Gaksin, as you can see, he said Doge going to Saturday Night Live. So yeah, Dogecoin makes everyone happy. This is true. Dogecoin to the moon. Dogecoin all the way to the moon. We have another Dogecoin to the moon gift. No, this one's going to Mars. So yeah, I guess this video is Dogecoin going to Mars. We already hit the moon, now it's Mars. We've been hit the moon, and now it is Mars time. So yeah, Dogecoin is still going up here though. Let's go down here, another Dogecoin meme. But yeah, this is really what drives the Dogecoin community. Just all of these memes, all of this, all the meme culture, and just the support from all the people that are supporting Doge. But yeah, Dogecoin is going huge here. Look at this over here. We are still going sideways a little bit, but yeah, like I said, anything can happen by the end of the day. We could actually start losing some growth here by the end of the day, or we could start dropping. Like nothing, there's nothing that we could really do to project it. All I could do is say what we were doing earlier, the trend lines that we had set earlier, this as the short-term trend line. But then if we do drop around there, then we would have more losses there. But Doge in the long term is going to continue to rise, because if we do look at the more long-term chart here, then you can see we're still rising. Even if we drop short-term, we're still going to come back to this long-term trend line. But the short-term trend line, that's definitely something to keep in mind whenever you're trying to get in at a certain position. But yeah, we're definitely going to continue to rise here long term. So if you see Doge drop to 28 cents, don't be surprised, don't be sad. If you see it drop down to 26 cents, don't be sad, because this is just what happens in crypto. But yeah, I would definitely continue to watch Doge as it rises, because Dogecoin is going to be one of those things you don't want to miss out on. Like, look at what we are doing here with Dogecoin. We have so much market cap here, $40 billion inside of this. People thought this was a joke, a meme, and there's $40 billion circulating. Imagine when Dogecoin is like Bitcoin here and has $1 trillion circulating. That's going to be a whole different spectrum there. When we have that kind of growth there for Dogecoin, that kind of potential, like when we start seeing numbers like that with Dogecoin, it's going to be a whole nother ballpark, a whole nother playing field. Everything's going to be different once we start really doing this on a more major level. And Saturday Night Live, May 8th, this is going to help it. You remember how Dogecoin was hyped up before Doge Day 420. We had so much growth before Doge Day 420, but when the actual Doge Day 420 came, everything dropped. And that is because what we do here with Dogecoin, we go all the way up to the moon. Everyone puts their money in, and then everyone sees gains in their money. People are going to want to take profits out, obviously. So when that happens, people take profits out. It goes down. People see that there's a dip, and they were like, okay, I want to make more money. And the people that lost money also want to make more money. So they're going to put money in to lower their dollar cost average. And then the people that already made money are going to put money in to get even more money out of that dip. And it's going to go like that. And there's going to be another constant cycle here. They're just going to sell back down, and they're going to buy back in, and then it's a constant cycle here. So tonight we may see a little dip because, you know, people like to make that money, and it's a constant cycle that we see here. But yeah, that's why I'm saying it's best to hold long term. I only swing trade and day trade whenever, you know, I want to get a better position, like, you know, lower my dollar cost average. And I do that every now and then, but I don't do it all the time. I only did it today because I seen a really good opportunity. So I had to take that opportunity, and I'm happy I was successful with it. But yeah, we're going to continue to do a lot here with Doge. Doge is going to continue to be the number one crypto. And that is, in my opinion, the number one crypto out of all cryptos. Hands down is Dogecoin. No one can beat Dogecoin with it. Dogecoin at 30 cents is honestly a steal. I can definitely see Dogecoin hitting all the way up to maybe $1 by the end of the year. Definitely $1. But yeah, imagine when Coinbase puts Dogecoin on their platform. That's going to do so much for Dogecoin. Let's look at Coinbase market cap. Coinbase market cap, $86 billion. So if you think about that, that's their shares. So $86 billion. The Coinbase market cap is at $86 billion. So if we get on that with Dogecoin, if we get on to Coinbase as a platform, that's so much more market cap that we're exposed to. You know, because the same people that are invested inside the Coinbase shares, they're also invested inside of Coinbase, you know, on the crypto side. So that is something to think about there. So we can definitely end up getting it on Coinbase. And right now what we're trying to do is get the Robinhood wallets. If we start getting Robinhood wallets for crypto, that would be so amazing. This is going to help out a lot of people. Robinhood wallets is definitely what we need here. But Yeah, let's continue to just look at what we have here. We're actually still growing here with Dogecoin on the chart. So yeah, we're still growing here on the chart. And another thing with Dogecoin, a lot of people like to talk about Dogecoin like it's a joke. I want to go over to an article that I seen earlier. Let's type inside of Dogecoin over here. So many people want to make Dogecoin seem like a joke, but they are just misinformed, and you can see it in the way they type because it is just misinformed completely. There was an article that was released like an hour ago. I don't know where it is. I think I lost it. Yeah, it was somewhere over here, but it was saying how Dogecoin is inside of a bubble. But I do not believe that we are in a bubble. I can't find the article, but why I think I don't believe we're in a bubble, because we already had our dips. Like, yes, we were in a bubble when we hit 40 cents, but we had our dips, and that is exactly what makes Dogecoin what it is. It's like when we do have huge spikes, we have huge dips, and it always corrects itself almost instantly. So like, look, even when we jumped today, we corrected almost instantly. Like, we went down a little bit down to here, yeah. Like, we didn't go all the way down today, but we went down when we had that huge jump, which was much needed, because look, we had this huge drop. So obviously we're gonna have jumps like this in Dogecoin every now and then. But look, when we jump, we always have that correction right after. And that's one thing to think about here with Doge. We always have those corrections whenever we jump. So people saying that we're in a bubble, no, that's almost impossible here with Doge. Like, only time that you can be in a bubble is when you're at the tippy top right here. That is the bubble. The bubble is not down here. So I don't know what they're talking about on these little articles here. But a lot of articles just like to throw Doge down, just like to put Doge down. They like to act like it's still a joke. But yeah, a whole lot better than a lottery ticket. Definitely a whole lot better than a lottery ticket. Dogecoin mania isn't going to end well. Look at what people are saying here. These people are so misinformed on Doge. I don't even know why they continue to do stuff like this. But let's close this. Let's read their little article here. Dogecoin mania isn't going to end well. Everybody is having fun. A well-known chief executive officer is referencing the cryptocurrency on social media messaging boards are filled with rocket emojis. Supporters banded together to push the coin to a, shall we say, suggestive level on the suggestive day. You look at what they are saying and see, I'm telling you, they're trying to put Doge down, but Doge cannot be put down. We just have too much of a strong community here. We have $40 billion in market cap. We have more money than a lot of well-known established companies in America. That is just one thing. That's one thing that Doge has over everything else. Like, Doge is one of those coins that you just cannot take a blind eye to. Doge is going to continue to rise here. They will find out. Let's continue to read this article here. Okay, so this says a coin that was worth a quarter of a penny in November is now worth blah blah blah. Yeah, look at them talking about how much Doge was worth. How much was Amazon worth back then? Amazon was not worth $3,500 back then. It was worth way less. So this is how everything starts. Everything starts small and grows into something big. The history of Doge. Look, they're just putting Doge down here. The problems, I can't even read this without criticizing them, but look, the problems, well, there are good answers to that question. One big problem is supply. Dogecoin allows for 5.2 billion coins to be mined every year. Admittedly, that's not a huge portion of current supply. About 129 billion itself a problem, but other cryptos have far more restrictive, insightful ways of controlling supply and growth. But like we actually just now seen back here with Twitter, we've seen how the inflation between the US dollar and the Doge growth was. We've seen that. Let's bring that right back up, so then we can prove them wrong here, because this is just outrageous. Just looking at an article like that, like, we have stats that actually prove that wrong. And I hope I find it. Oh yeah, here it is. So which one is more inflated? Which one is worth less? Which one has more being printed every year? Look at this. This 1 year we have printed all of this, and not to mention the crisis we had around 2008. We had to start printing way more money. And watch, when we started printing way more money, we didn't just started printing money a lot more this year. We started really doing it way back here around 2008. But when that started to happen, it wasn't as much as we did the previous year. In 2020, we printed so much money. Look at all of that money. That is so much money printed. And then when you look at Doge, then look at that. Only time you ever had that much printed in Doge was when we first started, and that's because we needed it to, because we were first starting. It was made as a joke, and that's when it was first started. But then they changed it to 5 billion a year. And look at that growth, that steady growth compared to what we had previously with the US dollar. And then they want to come over here inside of this article and say this one big problem with Doge is the supply. This article makes no sense, and it literally has no logistics here. Yeah, I'm not gonna call him out on his personal name there, but yeah, I definitely do not think he is right with this article. We will see who's right by the end of the day. We will know with Doge by May 8th, or not even by May 8th. Give it 5 years, watch who's right. Doge will be worth at least, well, way more than $1 in 5 years. 5 years, Doge should probably be at $5, honestly. This is how it goes with Dogecoin and anything else, really. But yeah, again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But as you can see, we always end up pointing out all the flaws with all of everyone's little misconceptions about Doge. We always point out their flaws. So we just had to point out the flaw of this article here. And as always, remember to hit that like button. I am not a Doge father. No, I'm not a Doge father, and I'm also not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. And remember, always hit that like button. I'll be back with another video, and check the description for a free stock with Robinhood, Webull, and Public. Peace.